How's everybody doing? You're here at Mayberry Farm today. We're going to do a service on this old girl. She's overdue. And it's a beautiful day. 60 degrees out. Hang that pulp hook up. You don't need that. Change the oil. So yeah, I'll bring you back. We're going to see how this old girl fits in the shop. Be the first vehicle to get driven in. Like I say, it's an absolute beautiful day. We had rain all day yesterday, freezing rain, 28 degrees, about a quarter of an inch of ice. And now today, as you can see, the band was cold, we're fogging right up. But I guess it's on the outside course. Anyway. Checked the oil yesterday and it's just barely touching the dipstick, and this tractor doesn't burn oil at all until the oil gets to where it needs to be changed. The first 150 hours never burns a drop. Gets up around 200 hours, which they say it should go about 250 or 240, but we run on-road fuel, so it's low sulfur. But like I say, when it starts burning a little bit of oil, I don't keep track of the hours. I just go till it starts using oil and then change it. That's a pretty good sign. Anyway, yeah, it is absolutely beautiful out today. Snowpack's not doing that great. It's probably 6 inches out in the field. Even starting, it's hard to see through that dew, but yeah, starting to show the ground. So anyway. Bucket up a little higher, below the roof. There we go. I don't have the wiring done in this shop down here, so we're just going to drive in underneath the extension cord there that opens up the garage door. Anyway, let's see how this old girl fits. Pretty good. And let's see here. I think I want to buck it up actually. Better quit right there so I don't hit nothing. Yeah, got 6 inches. And I think we're actually out of boom on the main part. So, yeah, pretty good. Anyway, we'll see what we can do with this old girl. And I did put a wooden prop under there. I've got the full load of the hydraulics on it. And push them right ahead. So it's all setting on it. You know, sometimes I run quick on the hydraulics. It's bad, you shouldn't do it. But to work underneath them like this, it gives me the creeps. I don't like doing it. So, anyway, Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. Still cold. She's right there where she belongs. Yeah, this is pretty easy to work on. I mean, we got a fuel and oil filter both right there. So anyway, we'll get them both off. They haven't been changed for a couple years. And yeah, oil drain underneath. See what we can do. Yeah, these 5410s, they're pretty nice. They take a 1/2-inch drive socket, or ratchet I should say. And we'll see here what we can do. Get this old girl draining. Because they put that tube right there close. Yeah. No metal. Just pure black. And he's all over. We'll let it drain for an hour or so. Because at 60 degrees, I'm going to be puttering outside today, more than in. Anyway. So for those of you who have never changed the fuel filter on a 5410 John Deere, fuel filter's right here back by the cab. And you can see that little red knob right there. If you reach in there and turn it clockwise, it will shut the fuel off, which I've already done. And then you got to take this band right here in front with the 2 arrows on it and turn it the proper way to loosen it. And I don't remember if it goes, you know, right or left on the face here, but we'll figure it out in just a second. We'll see if I can reach in by you there. So I got to have 2 hands here to do anything. Because those usually are fairly tight. Yeah. So the part that faces you goes to the left. And we'll pull this right down. It just comes right off like so. She's gonna go right there. And then it's just a matter of getting this right here started. There she goes. And then you walk it back to the right, and that's all there is to it. And now, well, I better turn the fuel on, reach back there, turn that to the left. Open this little petcock. And we will pump here till that gets the air all out of it. Yeah, as you can see, we got fuel now. Tighten up that baby right there. And I got to get a rag, but that's all right. Yeah, so I checked the fan belt. Fan belt looks like brand new. It's original, but it what I look for when I look at these, I go into where you can see the back side of the, or the inside of the belt, and like right in there, and there's not a crack on it. And that's what you want. You know, you start seeing them all cracked up, you want to be getting a new one. The outside of it looks good. So these belts are in real good shape. Yeah, we'll see if this thing will fire now that we've put a new fuel filter, new oil filter. And I didn't show the oil filter, but you know, them are pretty much straightforward. Beautiful. see here how it goes now. That isn't pointing up anymore, but it really doesn't matter. And you know, to put it all back in, you just gotta get that down in there. Of course, there's too much shit there. When you got arthritis in your friggin' hands, boy, I'll tell you. Yeah. I'm sure that that latch is just close enough. Yeah, they could have built that radiator out, or that grill out just 3/4 of an inch further, and it's been handy. Come on. There we go. Tighten that up. So I was talking earlier there about that air cleaner deal. So we rebuilt an engine for the city of Portland in a street sweeper. Of course, that's as brutal of an environment as you could ever get. It was a 6-cylinder inline. I don't remember if it was a 300 Ford or if it was a 292 Chevy. For some reason, I think it was a 300 Ford. But anyway, bored 30 over in crank 1010, just normal rebuild, and sent it back to him. And the boss went in when they fired it, make sure that it had good oil pressure and everything. And of course, it wasn't all put together. The air cleaner wasn't on it and all that, but ran perfect. So they put it all back together, and one of the guys didn't put a hose clamp on one of the intake hoses, and they ran it 8 hours, and they shut it off that night, and the next day it did not have compression enough to start. This is 8 hours worth of running, and it was junk. I mean, it had wore the cylinders to the point they needed to be sleeved or get another block. And they found another engine somewhere. But yeah, that was an insurance job. We didn't have to eat it. But yeah, it was, you know, stuff like that. It's crazy. I mean, you know, the most important thing on the vehicle really right there, and they got that in there so frigged up that, you know, I mean, I got that strap back on there, and I guess I could get it off, but I'll tell you, you know, they got stuff just so friggin' close that it's a pain. Well, guys, we got it all done today. I know there wasn't much of a video, but yeah. So anyway, it's went up to 65 today. And it's supposed to go down to about, I don't know, 12 degrees, I guess, tonight. So it's going to button things back up. But anyway, what little video I did shoot. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you in the next one.